Welcome to Good Time Gal. It's me, your host, Caitlin Peluffo. Thank you so much for tuning in this lovely week. Right now we have Emma Willman in the studio, which is very exciting. I love Emma. She's so funny. What a silly little goose. If you want to hear more of Emma, she is on an earlier episode. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. But yeah, there's no video for that one, but there's video for this, baby, which you can see on YouTube for free because I'm a nice lady. Okay. But follow Emma Willman on Instagram and TikTok at Emma Willman. Follow me at Caitlin Peluffo. I'm going to be recording an album at Punchline San Francisco. Please get your tickets. June 7th through 11th or 10th. I don't know. But come get your tickets. My face is on the website at Caitlin Peluffo on Instagram and TikTok. And my website, CaitlinPeluffo.com, also has tickets to the album recording. Please come. Please come. Anyway, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, but mostly just enjoy Emma Willman. This was a fun episode, huh, Colin? Did you like it?
Great.
It was great. She's fun. She's a kick in the pants, man. Oh, goodness. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And follow the podcast, Good Time Gal Pod, on Instagram. We have clips on there, so do that. I love you very much. Thank you. Goodbye. Holy heck. Welcome to Good Time Gal, Emma Willman.
What's going on?
Pew, pew. I love you so much.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, you walk in the door, like I said, just my day's better.
I appreciate it. Likewise.
What a good day. She just walks in. This is cool.
It is cool. It's cool. There's a name on the door. I'm not that easily impressed, but that it was cool. I think because I knew the name.
Look at that.
The last time we did this was over last when I was on your podcast. It was over the pandemic, and I was staying at an Airbnb because I was thinking about moving back to New York. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that very well. We had no video. I had a very janky situation. Right. And the podcast was great. That apartment was very nice as well.
I was staying in the financial district for like I felt like it was like $40 and some crazy COVID deal.
Yeah.
It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah. It was a nice apartment. Big
very
windows.
Slick. Yeah. Very slick. Very Miami Vice.
All white.
I got used to those COVID prices too quick.
Yeah.
I got used to it too. Because the second say I was in that for like maybe 2-3 weeks, the second I started paying more for anything, I was like, it's not supposed to be this expensive. It like undid all my conditioning of I know what things actually cost, but I adjusted pretty quick and I did not want it to change.
Yeah. I know. It was COVID deals were nice.
Nice.
That was nice.
Feels like so long. That feels like such a long time ago too.
I know. We were different people.
Yeah,
completely. And then you moved back to New York.
Yeah, I did. I moved back. I think it was in whenever that was. I moved back a couple months later and in the middle of winter when it was just like totally empty, and I remember like I was cooking all the time, very healthy.
Yeah, you're like ripped.
I appreciate that. Well, then I was taking creatine. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's this thing where it's like, I don't know exactly what it does, but you take it and it puts more water in your muscles, so it makes it look like your muscles are bigger.
Really?
And if you want to get real, like fucking it helps you get an extra pump. Like if you're doing it, like, you know about pump?
No, what's a pump?
It'll be like you go.
I'm thinking of something sexual, so please put me out of my misery.
There is a pump.
Oh my goodness.
I got some moves. That's it. That's my one move. There is a pump like that, but the pump in weightlifting is like if you're like, oh, I got to go pump. I mean, like you like went to the gym. Correct me if I'm wrong too, but you go to the gym and then your muscles pumping. You're like, oh wow, you got a pump.
Oh, so you get an extra bulge.
A bulge, yeah.
Okay.
You get a bulge.
In the arm.
You get a bulge. It's like
bulge in the arm. Yeah.
And then the creatine helps you like
it
lift.
Pumps you up.
Yeah. And it helps you do another like rep not like I was working out that hard, but I was taking creatine at that time.
Yes.
And then I forgot to refill it.
It's something you have to refill?
Yeah, you got to keep getting new ones. You got to take it every day, a couple grams a day.
Oh, really?
And it's supposed to be good for your brain, but
really,
it wasn't good enough because I forgot to.
That sounds like some Joe Rogan shit.
I think he does like creatine, probably.
I mean, he is talk about pumped.
He's pumped.
He is pumped up.
He might be taking. I don't know if he's totally natural. breast
steroids.
implants. Yes, definitely. I think he might be. I don't know. It's
He gets
tough
lip
to say.
fillers.
Yeah, right. It's
Could you
imagine.
Like, and,
It's
just like,
and all these guys are like, I gotta get lip fillers.
yeah.
I always wanted lip fillers. I think he could be natural though because he works out so much. So it's tough to say. But
Yeah. But you do the boxing, right?
I had
The
been,
boxing.
and then I stopped. I stopped because that's how I lost my tooth, and I haven't boxed since then. So last time that we did this, I had all my teeth. 2 years in between, I did not have all my teeth, and now I'm back with my teeth. So progress, not perfection, baby. But I was doing a boxing thing, and I punched myself.
You pumped too hard.
I pumped too hard, punched myself, lost a tooth.
Oh my God.
And I haven't been back, even though I want to. Like, I feel ready now, and it's so therapeutic. And I'm in town a bunch of summer, so I was like, maybe I should start doing it. But I'm honestly scared because I wasn't doing I wasn't boxing with somebody.
Yeah.
I punched myself. So it's like it's not like I can be like, nah, like just keep, it's like I don't know, my dentist was like, you got punched? And I was like, yeah, no one's okay. It's a big mess. But
enemy number one, right
here, yeah, and we both don't have dental insurance, so if you could, you might like boxing actually.
Yeah,
You might like it.
I've taken the boxing classes, and I do like it because I like my arms to feel a little pumped.
Totally.
I love a good arm. Yeah,
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, and Sergio Chacon.
Yes, that's who I was doing it with.
Yes,
He's he's great. It's like this. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was doing with it. And I would like to go back and do it with him. I'm just a little nervous.
Was it expensive?
When we would do the boxing, he would always give me like a good deal.
Okay.
It was worth it. I would say like that was like priceless too. And then I did a couple classes and then I would do one-on-ones with him. That was awesome. That was just so fun because when you do it with a friend, it's like you forget you're working out.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. I know Shane Torres also uses him.
Does he?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done it. So now it's been, so I would say when my tooth, that was what, maybe a year and a half ago. So I haven't done it since then.
Oh, we should sign up together.
I would like to, but
you're so
if I
afraid of your
lose my
face.
tooth,
Yeah.
if I punch myself in the fucking face again, I'm gonna grab your hand and then I'm just gonna start fucking wailing on myself. If I lost another,
It was Caleb Peluffo who did it.
yeah, I would. I mean, hopefully I'd be more balanced in this, but I think I'd go play in the street. Like I would just, if I lost another tooth, I'm done. I would just. Or I'd embrace it, and I mean, I couldn't tell I don't know what I would do. I can't go through that again. You never know what you're gonna go through till it happens, but I couldn't.
Emma,
Especially not if it was
so
the same.
much.
This is the year of getting things together.
Okay, you're doing great.
Yeah,
you're
getting everything
thriving,
together.
baby.
You know,
Yeah.
day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Look
Yeah.
at the ring.
Thank you.
Nice.
Look at that, baby. It's a little black diamond.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, emphasis on little. I'm joking. It's a wonderful ring. I love it. I always tease Steve, and he's like, it was still expensive. I'm like, you're right. I'm so sorry.
You're right. You're right.
But
How's the
yes,
wedding planning going?
We haven't done a single thing. Haven't even looked. What
You know
about
what?
you?
I'm not planning. I'm going to one wedding this summer. I went to one wedding. I know that's not what you meant. I know you
Yeah,
meant
I was like, okay.
how was that for deflecting? I've been to a wedding before. My girlfriend and I talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about it.
Yeah.
And I would be lucky to get to do that with her for sure.
Oh.
But I like to me, historically, marriage, I feel like it's so much of it is like what you saw growing up. Like, that's what marriage is. So my parents are really divorced. Mm-hmm. So to me, the idea of marriage is like, that's a problem because in the past, I've kind of like like I even remember, because seeing my parents got divorced by third or fourth grade. And it was messy. It was really, really messy. And that went on for like 5 or 6 years. And it was just always like a lot of chaos around that.
Yeah.
But that was kind of like, okay, marriage, intro to marriage 1. And then I remember being in college and I had this roommate, this friend of mine, Marissa, we're still friends. And she was working on gay marriage. She was like a straight girl from Rhode Island, but she was like working on helping gay marriage get passed. And I was like, oh, I don't know why, like, gay people need to get married. Like I was so, like, I just had she was like, Emma, it's illegal. I was like, oh, we want to push that on the church. And she was like, what? Like, she was like, do you even understand what marriage is? I was like, marriage is divorce and custody problems. And she was like, no, like, this is like, and then she explained like all the different things of it. And she was like, in separation of church and state. And I was like, all right, you right. And that was like my intro to marriage. Like, and then I was working on it a little bit, saw how hard people were fighting for it. So then I was like, okay, I get it. I get it now. But I hadn't thought of it in like a romantic sense. And now I definitely see, I understand. But like, to me, marriage was always, it's pretty, like, I'll picture my parents.
Yeah.
You know?
That's tough.
It's tough. Because like, but that's not what it's about. It's about recreating it for yourself.
Yes.
You know? And
marriage is what you want it to be.
Marriage is what you want it to be. And I had an idea for a proposal the other day, and she was like, please no. What was it? What was it? Oh, I got it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, tell me what you guys think of this. Tell me what you think of this. Also, I'm not crazy. There's columns over here. I'm not.
Yeah. She's seeing double.
Yeah.
She hit herself in the face again.
Tell me
There's
what you
3 of me. Yeah, columns still on the 1s and 2s.
This is the proposal idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, her dog had passed away, a family dog, and they were going to go.
Oh, no. Already a terrible
Here's
start.
what I was thinking.
This is already bad.
But it was a very sentimental dog.
Okay.
Like, it meant a lot. Like, they love the dog, been with them forever. I'm not to the good part yet.
Okay, of course.
So that's like loving the dog, and then they were going to go somewhere to do the ashes. So I was thinking,
oh, no.
I put the ring in the urn, and then when she goes to do it, she would be like, because it's already so touching, it's like the end of one thing and the beginning of another thing. So she goes to put her hand in the urn, and then there's the ring. Surprise! You think it's that bad?
It's so bad.
It's romance. It's original romance.
Don't do that.
Because it would be like, it's like, oh, my heart's breaking, like this death, and then do this, and it's like, what is this? And it's like a new beginning.
Nope. Because she's going to be like, the moment is about that family dog.
Yes, that was. And now the dog is dead. So it's like the dog it's done.
They're spreading the ashes.
Right.
They're commemorating this dog. Let the day be about the dog.
But it is about the dog, but a new beginning.
Talk about wires getting crossed.
Yeah.
My dead dog.
I've got no other ideas, though.
But also her hand's going, the ring is in the dead dog.
Yes. The ashes, they let you both.
No.
Problem solved. She was
absolutely not.
She was like, what if I throw the thing? I was like, no. I'd be monitoring it very closely. You know?
Because it's also like chunks of bone.
Yeah. They don't grind those down?
Not all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no other ideas, though. Then I have no other idea how I would propose.
It'll come to you.
Now I'm scared of my ideas, though.
No, you run them by us.
True.
All 3 of me.
Yeah.
And call them. Yeah, you run them by us. We'll help you out.
Okay, all right. Oh,
okay.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I would, or maybe I would even ask her first. I feel like we'd talk about that. We were going to do it enough that it would be like that type of.
I would say, like with Steve, we just talked about whether or not we were ready to get married.
Right.
And then when we decided yes, I was like, okay, do whatever you want.
Right.
And then he wanted to surprise me, and he got me good.
He did. That was so good.
I had no clue.
That is so
I think I was wearing this outfit. I looked terrible.
It's amazing, though, because it's like that mindset he knows, like when you're running into a show to be like, oh, where am I? What time? Is it okay? And then you're like, surprise.
Yeah.
So good.
Literally just drop the mic, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Is that a yes?
Is that a yes? I called him a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah. But in a loving way.
Right. You're like, do I still get my spot pay?
Yeah. He had to say it. He was like, there's no spot pay.
Right.
And I was like,
there's no.
I took a cab.
There's no other show.
Yeah. You'll think of something.
I'll think of something.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be better about going to weddings. Like I went to a wedding last month. This good friend of mine, Steve, because I feel like when I was starting out with comedy, like personal life things were the first things to go, because I would be like, I can't take a night off.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to think. Like there was a couple weddings I didn't go to, and now I'm like, there was this good friend of mine, and I was doing a show that it was in. Did you ever do Catch a Rising Star, the one in Rhode Island. It got shut down, I think.
No, I've only done the one in Princeton.
Wait, that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah. I've done that one.
There was one in Rhode Island, maybe. So it's the one in Princeton. Yeah, I remember. The guy who booked it, we knew he would have been cool, but I was like, I was newer to headlining, and I was just so. And I remember being there, and I was like, I should have made the effort to rebook this and go to the wedding. Like it was like the room was like in a hotel room, the signs like falling off. Like I was like, and I'd done that over the years where I just haven't.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, I want to make more of an effort to be there.
Yeah. Well, there's also this desperation when you start that
Totally.
you're like, I'm hungry.
I have to do it.
I'm hungrier than everybody else.
Right.
And now you're realizing like, oh, there's nothing to write about unless I talk, unless I go to these weddings. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And
I also don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it. Yeah. We got to add that in there. Yeah. And we want to be there.
Yeah.
But 100%.
We love you, normal people.
And you get to see how charming you are around normal people too.
Yeah. The answer is not very much. Oh my!
I'm
God.
a little weird. Yeah.
I meant myself, but yeah, for sure you.
Yeah, for sure.
With your one tooth missing.
What happened with that?
I can't lose another tooth.
Yeah.
I want the ring in my dead dog's ashes.
Yeah, I'm running that idea by them at the wedding. Like, how'd Steve propose? I was thinking of killing a dog. And putting it in its butt, and then they burn it, and then it would be in there. That's what I was thinking. And they're like, and you have a girlfriend? I'm like, she goes to a different school, but yeah. I had so much fun at the wedding, though. Like,
yeah?
Yeah, I was in Northampton. Have you been there?
No.
It's beautiful. It's like this like tiny little like college town. Took the Amtrak in. It was tiny. No Ubers, like
wow,
small. Then I came back the next day, and that was like it was a nice thing to get to do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I love taking the train.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Did you bring your good lady?
No, it was just me.
You went alone to a
wedding?
wedding?
I went alone, yeah.
Wow.
She was at another wedding in San Antonio she was at another wedding. I went alone, and there was one other person there that was alone, so we kind of ended up talking.
That's nice.
Yeah. And I didn't even like it was I was totally fine with it because I hadn't been to a wedding in a minute.
Yeah.
Are you going to any this summer?
Yeah, I'm going to. We have like 2. Last year we had 10. 10. We went to 10 weddings. Yeah.
Damn.
It was too much.
That's insane.
Yeah. It was like after COVID, so everybody was getting married.
Yes.
Yeah. We got invited to like something like 13, but we could only go to 10. And it was all like people close enough that we were like, we have to go.
Right.
You know? And I bought so many dresses.
You didn't repeat?
I think I repeated once.
I feel like you could have repeated
I repeated. There was one dress that I really liked, and so I repeated that one a few times. But now I'm doing Rent the Runway. Ooh. I can't be buying these dresses. My closet is not big enough.
Totally.
Yeah. So we're renting the Runway, and I got 2 sizes because I don't know what's our.
I know.
Oh my goodness, I
do that with pants.
Yeah.
I gotta have 2 because you're like, so you just rent it and then you send it back in any condition.
Yeah. In any condition.
Spills.
Yeah. I bet you. Yeah, it's dry cleaning, so I bet if you stain it enough, then you get charged.
Right.
This is my first time doing it. I'll let you know how it
please
goes.
let me know. I'm curious.
Okay.
Because my girlfriend she doesn't do Rent the Runway. She does some other one where they send her like a box of clothes every month.
Yeah. Stitch Fix or something like that.
Maybe it could be that one because they send the clothes and then every month she's like, we go and return it because she's like, make sure it gets tracked because it's like a lot. It's like thousands of dollars worth of clothes.
Oh, wow.
But they just send it and then she always has new dresses and stuff every month.
Oh, I'm interested in that.
Mm-hmm. She loves it.
Text me that.
I'll figure out what it is because she loves it. And they like pick out stuff that is like in your vibe. So after like a month or 2, like they have her style down, which is nice.
Interesting.
Good for too because like now with social media, it's like there's this one sweater I loved and I'll go through cycles with clothes. Yeah. But then I get all these. I'm not complaining about this, but it's like then you get pictures where it's like sweater, same sweater. So then I was posting pictures, but it looks like I just have one sweater, which I kind of did at the time.
Yeah.
But so now it would be good to like be swapping stuff out.
I swear to God, people think I only own 4 shirts,
which would be okay. But you're trying to
This is one of them. I just wear, like, if I like something, I'll wear it until it's dead.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's my issue.
Me too. It makes me like comfortable to not have to think about it. So like, I'm just gonna wear the same thing again.
Yeah.
Next thing you know,
We got to talk a little bit about this. I realize I have so much fun talking to you. This is about being sober.
Yes.
Not sober, but being a drunk idiot. And you are now sober.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been sober now for. So I had a slip up. When you don't drink, that's what you'll call it. It was right around September 11th, about.
Jesus.
I guess a year ago.
Did
Nothing
it really
to do with
affect you?
I'm so self-absorbed that it literally had nothing to do with September 11th. I was just like upset about like an audition. I don't even know. I'm in the hospital.
No relation.
September 12th, and they're like, "Did you know someone in the crash?" I'm like, "Crash? Oh my God!" Right. It was when you go out after you've been sober for a while too. It usually is a culmination. For me, it's like a culmination of just like not dealing with like lots of things and not like doing the self work I need to then not have that be the thing I think of for dealing with stress.
Yeah,
but it wasn't on. I didn't drink. I ate THC gummies, and I ate so many of them.
How many?
I had 4, but I didn't know how. You were only whatever. No, I had a pack, and I think there were only 4 in the pack. But you were not supposed to eat that, whatever it was. Like you're supposed to eat like half away. I ate I've never been more fucked up than
Really?
that. And I wasn't trying to get, like I was trying to escape for sure, but I hadn't done an edible in years. Like maybe I'd smoked weed, but I was so high.
Really?
So high that I insisted on getting an ambulance called.
No.
Insisted.
Yikes.
And I was so fucked up that Lexi didn't know if it was like that I had just taken weed, because I also apparently was saying that I had drank too. I was like, I drank, and she was like, when? And I apparently pulled this. I said, well, you don't know me. Like I turned into like a basic, like the most basic stereotype of a white girl, where I was like, you don't know me. I drank I said I drank a backpack full of beer at the park. And she was like, when? Because I talked to you 10 minutes and I had taken the weed gummies on the way back. I was like, yeah, I had all this beer. And then when I got to the hospital, I was tripping so much that they thought I was on all these other drugs. And then they came back and they were like, it's just THC, and like it's not that high. Like I was like, I kept talking about the algorithm. I'm like, the algorithm of life is fucking crazy, man. They didn't know what gender I was when they came to get me.
Really?
I had taken my shirt off and was sitting on the couch, like with shorts and no shirt. So they come in, and there was like 3, because I insisted on the ambulance getting called. I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. They came in, and they see me just sitting there, and I'm flat chested. I'm just sitting there like, and they were like, do they wanna, like, what? Like they were trying to ask my pronouns, and Lexa was like, well, just get it in the car. And I was like, I don't care anyway. And she was like, we don't care, it's fine. And like the poor paramedics were trying to be like, oh my God, what did we just walk into?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? And I was like, But then since then, I haven't been back to not drinking or pot, and it does make me feel better, but it's tough. I mean, I commend people that can drink. Like, I think that's awesome. Are you still drinking?
No, not really.
You don't drink at all? Or sometimes?
Not really.
Really?
No.
Because didn't you used to love beer?
Oh, yeah.
So bye to it?
Yeah, it's been 6 months now.
Good for you.
But I'll probably drink. I will drink again.
Of course.
It's not a forever thing.
Right.
Like, she's so happy.
No, I know.
for me.
I mean, if you can enjoy it, like obviously my like lust for this is like part of why I like can't have, because I'm like, if you can enjoy it, that's the best thing ever. Like, why aren't you drunk all the time? And it's like, right, that's why you can't.
Yeah, that'll be the reason.
Because I'll say to Lexi, I'll be like, wait, you can drink, so why wouldn't you not just get like wasted right now? And she was like, I don't want to, and I'm just. That doesn't compute to me.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'd want to be
don't
fucked
drink.
up. And I'm the same way with like other, like sugar. Like, I don't want a donut hole. If I'm going to have a freaking, I don't want a donut hole. No, to me, that's insane. I want 700 donuts in a dumpster, and I want to be eating them and putting them in my ears. And like, shoving them up my butt. Like that's the experience I want. I want to get fucked
You want
up.
a donut enema.
That's what I want. I would literally rather like hand to God have a donut enema than a donut hole. Because if you gave me one donut hole, I would go nuts. I promise you that.
What do you mean? Like
I would go nuts because I would want more. I'd be like, you give me, because a little donut hole is so little. I need to feel like I'm like tapping out after sugar. So it's better for me to have no donut hole. Donut holes are especially triggering for me because I love them. I love them. Like I know I'm off the rails when I'm like, I'll like look them up online.
Donut hole? Oh my God. You were just at Dunkin' Donuts. And you're like cutting.
just drinking the coffee, looking at donut holes. I didn't even want one when I went in Dunkin'. If I don't have it, it's fine. If I have it, then I go, the second I'm eating it, I want more. You don't do that at all?
Yeah, I do that with Girl Scout cookies. If I have one box of Girl, I'll have like 2, and then I'll be like, well, I may as well just finish this so it's out of the house.
Right. Fair.
Yeah.
That's good that you're not an addicty type personality, though.
Yeah. I'm realizing now I drink because I was anxious. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I felt out of place. I didn't feel, it was a lot of imposter syndrome.
Totally.
So that's why I was drinking, to make me feel better about that. And then since I've been going to therapy, I've been realizing that's why I'm drinking. And so now it's like, okay, I'm going to be sober for a while and then maybe go back to it when I kind of have a handle on that.
For sure, because maybe you can have a healthy relationship with it, too.
I think I can, because even when I stopped drinking, I wasn't getting hammered all the time. I was having like 2 glasses a night or a glass every other night or something like that. It wasn't anything crazy, but I was just having a drink just to have a drink.
Right.
Yeah.
It can be not why you do it. It can be not how much you do, but why you do it too.
Yeah.
But there's so many things with drinking. Like, I think it was, I'm going to totally paraphrase, but Kelsey Cook had this great joke about like reading a pamphlet for AA. And it's like, do you ever drink to alter your mood or something like that? And she's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, it is tricky because there's a lot of overlap with people that do it where it's like maybe a problem, but then also, you know, like my mom would be like, I'm stressed out. Like I need a cocktail.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have said I'm stressed out, I need a cocktail. I'd be like, I'm stressed out, things are fine. And then I'd like hide in a corner and be like, and I wouldn't even call it a cocktail. I'd be like, I want to get fucked up.
Yeah.
I've never said I want a cocktail in my life. That's a and then whatever. Like I'd be like, I want to drink. But if you can do it, I think that's great. Same with weed. If someone can smoke, I'm totally pro all those things.
Yeah.
It's just tricky it's tricky for me to manage them. Like even my ADD pills, like that, even if I take them as prescribed, sometimes I'll be like, I'll want to take more of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I get that.
Even though more like does not help, like it doesn't, I'll think if I take more, I will concentrate more. It doesn't work like that. You just get, it just makes your heart beat fast. It's like melatonin. Like the more you take, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get better sleep. It just means that you, if anything, once you take over the dose, then it kind of like screws you up the next day.
Yeah. When was, so you've been sober for a long time. Was there a tipping point? When was the last time you drank?
Okay. The tipping point where I started being like, I'm drinking too, because I had so much fun drinking in college.
Yeah.
And high school. Oh my God, I have great memories of that.
Yeah?
Like the very, very, very first time I had beer, I think I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And I was at my friend Tom's house and we had so much fun. Like,
yeah,
it was awesome. Like I remember drinking the beer, we were just like laughing. Like it was just like such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started getting in trouble pretty quick though, because I was like sneaking beer into school activity, field trips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I got in trouble in 8th grade for doing that.
Wow.
Yep.
You were that kid?
I was that kid.
Holy hell.
I was that kid. And I got in trouble in high school for doing it too. And you know what? To this day, one of my like things I'm like, I'm glad I played it like that. I didn't snitch on who got me beer.
Good for you.
Thank you. And if I had, I would have been punching myself in the face a lot more.
Yeah.
I never would have lived that down if I snitched on that guy. I'm not even going to say his name now.
Good.
I never will.
We don't want to know.
I won't. Thank you.
We're pro not snitching on this podcast.
Because this guy,
yeah,
when I was in high school, it was I remember pressuring this guy. He's like, it was my friend's brother. And he was like, I do not want to buy you 2 little shitheads beer.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's our senior year. It's for the like senior party. Like, come on. He was like, no, like you guys have been getting beer before. Figure out how you're going to get it. We're like, we're in a pinch. Like, please. just harassing him. And he was like, "Not you." He's like, "You two are gonna get caught." And he was like, "I'm not getting you guys beer. Come on, come on, come on." And then he got us beer, and then I got caught. And they were like, because they didn't let me go to high school graduation. They're like, "If you tell us how you got the beer, you can go." And I said, "No." And my dad went.
Your dad was like,
actually, he was kind of like, "Just say who did it." And I was like, "I'm not gonna. No way."
Yeah.
Nope.
Good for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So you didn't walk in graduation?
Didn't get to walk in graduation.
Did you graduate college?
In grad school.
Oh, so they saw you walk twice.
So, yes, they saw me. Yes, they saw me walk twice. You're right.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and the college graduation, I was pumped.
Yeah.
Grad school graduation, I was hungover. I was so hungover at that. I remember just falling asleep at it. I remember the graduation speaker was talking about rejection and how he had this like whole stack of rejections before he got the one yes, and I just fell asleep at it. I was so hungover.
Most thing that's applicable to comedy.
Oh, totally. It would have been like great advice, but I was just, he was like, "And if you want to get on Letterman, you just," and I was like, I'm out. I I don't miss being hungover at all.
No.
That I don't miss. But I looked at pictures of myself and I looked like rough. So I was probably 28 because that's when it starts catching up to you. But I used to, I was able to drink so much in college and I looked fine.
Yeah.
That was my heyday. Yeah. And I love drinking, my favorite, I'm going to guess your favorite beer. My favorite beer was Miller Lite. Was yours Stella?
No.
Oh.
I hate Stella.
Oh, I love Stella.
I think it's the gay man's beer.
Really? Stella?
Every gay man I've ever met, if they're drinking beer, it's Stella.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I mean, maybe it's just, like one guy I hung out with in grad school a lot.
The gay man's beer.
He was gay.
And it sounded like
always
one
had
word.
a Stella.
It's like when you said it, gay man's beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it was whenever we went to gay clubs, everybody was holding a Stella.
Really?
Stella. It was the fancy glass. Everybody loved a Stella.
Because Stella, I think of Stella as like a little bit it's classier, but it's still like hard. I love that beer.
Yeah, it's a classy beer, but it's still light. So it's not too heavy.
What it would be? Okay, wait. I'm trying to think. Not Corona.
No.
Heineken.
No.
What is it?
Think about how trashy I am.
Do you like Miller Lite too?
I like Budweiser.
Really?
Yeah. Budweiser
Good
or
for you.
a PBR.
No way.
Yes.
I'm talking your favorite of any beer in all the land that you would pick PBR.
Yeah, if they have a PBR Tallboy, I'm getting it every time.
Really?
And then if it Budweiser Tallboy, I'm getting that as well.
So you did have a drinking problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did. Because there's no way I mean, I liked PBR. PBR is good. But if you could pick PBR and Miller Lite, you would pick PBR on flavor.
Yeah.
Really?
I just like the way it tastes. It was a little sweeter.
I respect that. Yeah, it's a little sweeter.
It's a little sweeter.
My mom she likes Corona.
Yeah.
But she always calls it Coors Light, which I like too, but I don't know why. Like if Stella's the gay man's beer, Coors Light would be like, what would it be like? The Coors Light is a little frilly to me a little bit.
Coors Light?
Coors Light, I think.
It's like the rich fisherman.
Yes. Yes. So she loves Corona, but she's always like, "Can you get me a pack of Coors?" And before I learned to like switch the two for her, I'd always like, "You sure you want Coors Light?" And then I would get it, and she'd be like, "What's this?" I'm like, "This is Coors." You want Corona? And she's like, "Oh yeah, I want some Coors Light with a lime, please." I'm like, that's not what she wants.
Oh, so you got to speak mom.
I got to speak mom. I go, hey, she wants a Corona. Trust me.
So every time the server comes, you're like, Corona.
Swap it, please. Yeah. But I love those. I have lots of good drinking memories too. It's just mixed in with. Then I would, and I think probably the tipping scale was actually being in New York while I was going to school, and it would be like at night. I would you know what it was though? It was that mixed with, because that's when I wasn't doing it to like party and have fun. That's when I would be like, I'm stressed about this show, or I don't want to do this, or I want to like get drunk so then I used to always think I'll get drunk and then try a bunch of new material, but I'll be blacked out. So no matter how it goes, it won't matter because I won't be there. And then I'll listen to the recordings. But what would happen was I wouldn't listen to the recording and I wouldn't be doing new material anyway.
Yeah.
And I also would be able to get fucking plastered and people wouldn't be able to tell I was drunk. And that was bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Because I remember once being in Boston, hammered out of my I was so drunk. I was wasted. I was wasted. And then the next day I asked a friend of mine that was at the show, I was like, I shouldn't have been on stage. Could you tell I was drunk last night? And he was like, I could tell a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I was so drunk that I shouldn't have been able to do. You should have been able to tell a lot of it. It was like a late show at Nick's Comedy Stop. This is years ago. Years ago. So that's when I started being like, okay, I got to stop drinking before I go on stage. And yeah, because that one, it wasn't fun. But drinking with friends and stuff, that is fun.
It is fun.
It's just then you start drinking other times. Yeah.
Snowballs. It's
snowballs.
Yes.
One time I got drunk before I had to I was going to do a breakup.
Oh, no.
And I was at a barbecue. And my girl, this is really bad.
And then her dog died. And I put a note in the urn.
It's over, bitch.
Just like this dog.
Yeah.
It's over.
Like this dog, our relationship is also done. I said,
it's cooked.
It's cooked. I said, I was like, I'm going to do a breakup. And she was like, I'm having work friends over today. So please, like, be like on your best behavior. Like, and I was at
that's also a speech you don't.
Right.
You know something's up.
Right. What did I been doing?
An issue.
And I went from the barbecue that I was at, and it was in this part of Boston, Jamaica Plain, which is like pretty walkable, but it was a stretch. So I was in one part of JP. I get hammered. I'm like, I'm going to go to her barbecue. And then I guess my plan was to like maybe break up with her after that. Maybe. I think. Or maybe my plan was I knew I wanted to break up. I didn't want to be at the company, meet her friends whatever it was, I got wasted.
Yeah.
I get some snacks. I start eating the snacks, and then I pass out in a bush. I knew I needed to pass out, so I went and I saw a bush, pass out in the bush. I run into a guy the next day. He's like, Emma, you good? And I was like, why? And he's like, I was walking by. You jumped out of a bush. I screamed, and you go, you want some Doritos? And then you pass back out, and I tried to get you to move. And he was like, but you kept saying, I'm good. And I didn't remember it at all. He was like, you had Doritos all over your shirt. Like, he was like, Jesus Christ. He's like, I'm just walking down the street. It's like in the afternoon. He's like, fucking Emma Willman jumps out. You want a snack? He's like, no. So then I walked to her house, and I must have remembered that I needed to like be on I remember like sitting outside, and then I don't really remember this. She sees me. She's like, no. Takes me, locks me in the bedroom. Because she was like, you cannot be talking, like, freshen up, clean up.
Yeah.
Then, apparently, I crawled out the window, passed out on the lawn. And her neighbor had to come over and go, I'm so sorry, I think someone is out on your lawn. And she was like, I know who it is. Isn't that bad? What a monster.
Not a monster.
What a monster. She was so nice, too. She was a great girl. That was a good girlfriend, and I'm just fucking, we think someone might be asleep on your lawn or something. And she's like, I crawled out the window at her house, at her company party.
Yeah. So it didn't work out with her?
It didn't work out.
And it's Lexi.
Yeah, right. Imagine. Oh, my God. It didn't work out. We stayed in touch a little bit. We stayed friends for a while, and we never really, I think she kind of, I don't know, she was a lot better sport about it than I was. Yeah. If I had said like, don't come if you're going to be an asshole.
Yeah. And
then the person showed up wasted and crawled out the fucking window.
Yeah.
Not a first floor window. Like I must have crawled out, got on the porch, and then shimmied myself down.
Oh my God.
And then fallen asleep. It was like a Sunday afternoon. Just a mess.
And that was the time where you were like, I should probably take a look
at
this.
No. At that time, I was like, like, look at me. Like, how did I get out of the window? Jason Bourne over here. I didn't think I had a problem at all then. I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, well, you shouldn't have had that work party. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Yeah. But self-reflection. And then
sure, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's great.
Yep.
And how long after that did you decide to stop drinking?
I think I probably decided, let's say I was like 23 then. I wasn't doing comedy at the time. So I was 23. I started comedy around 24-ish, I think. It always is like kind of hazy with that too. But it would have been 26 is when I was like, I should stop drinking.
Yeah.
But then I would go back and forth for a while. And I had some good years drinking in the middle too of that.
Yeah.
but it just always leans towards not good.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine.
Yeah.
That's what always happens.
Yeah.
That's what always happens.
Well, I'm so glad you don't drink anymore.
Me too. I am too.
Shimmying
I am
down
too.
a window? Oh, you can't do that in New York.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just so shitty too. It's like so not considerate to like what was going on with anybody else too.
Mhm.
But I did have fun in college.
Yeah. Yeah, college.
I love drinking dirty martinis.
Dirty
Did you like
martinis.
those?
I've never had one in my life.
It's just it's olive juice and vodka.
Yeah.
And I love, and maybe a little like vermouth or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. There's a
But
little vermouth.
man, I loved dirty martinis. Whiskey sours.
Oh, whiskey sours. Those would give me a headache.
Me too.
I used to make them the fancy way with the egg yolk, or excuse me, the egg whites.
I didn't even know about that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How do you do that?
You dry shake egg yolks so that you get a little foam and a little.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
It's not worth it.
That does. I never did that. I would always do it from a mix, and it would be so. I loved that.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. That's before I ever would think about like sugar content and stuff. I'd be drinking like 5 of those a night regularly.
Oh, that'll give you diabetes.
Seriously.
Holy hell, those are sweet.
I
Yeah.
used to never have any thought of like drinking so many beers too. Like I don't know how I.
It's amazing that you were able to graduate college and grad school
I know.
drinking so much.
Grad school got a little clunky.
Oh, it did.
It did. Because by the end, I wasn't really passing stuff in. I had to take a summer class, and I still haven't gotten my diploma. But they say I need to come pick it up. I'm just not sure. So it's there. I just need to go pick it up. Soon.
Where'd you get your?
The new school. It's literally in New York.
Oh my God!
We walk by it all the time. I got to go pick it up.
We could go get it
We
together.
can go get it together like right
now.
now. They tweeted at me when I did Colbert. They were like, "New school alum does whatever," and I tweeted back. I was like, "Hey, I got to get that diploma," and they were like, "Come by the office," and I was like, "Dang," but I do need to go get that.
I have my diploma because I also have a master's degree.
Good for you.
It is in a bin on the bottom of my closet.
Yeah, what did you study?
Fine art. So I have
Nice.
an MFA. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. It's like very impressive. And I'm just like, well, I'll use it for toilet paper when the apocalypse hits.
If you could go back, would you have not done it?
I don't know because I met wonderful people and some
Yeah.
of my best friends are from there.
Then
but
it's good, priceless.
Then it's priceless. But at the same time, I'll never own a home. So
Maybe. We don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't know what's going to happen. Thank you, Emma.
Yes.
You're very sweet.
I've been trying to do mantras more.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen. But right now, I feel like I'm doing great in my career. I'm very happy.
Yep.
And if even things stay the same, I'll never own a home.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're working on it. You never know what happens.
Right.
You never know.
I probably wouldn't have gone back. I didn't make any friends in it. I was I was always doing open mics and
Yeah.
drinking and bar shows.
Yeah.
I just would go into class, and then there was awesome people in class.
What'd you get your degree in?
Media studies. So I was around people in entertainment too.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, they were great, but I was just like, I gotta go to an open mic. I was like, I'm not hanging out with these losers. I have to go sign up. I used to do this 4 p.m. open mic at, oh my God.
Was it Otto's Shrunken Head or Karma Lounge?
Karma Lounge.
Yeah. I used to do that one too.
Yeah. I was, and I really, my thought process was literally like, yeah, I could hang out with these people getting a master's degree and that work at Viacom like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Or I could go to the open mic at 4 p.m. where I pay $5 and drink beer. Duh.
Yeah.
I remember always thinking that was what I had to do.
Yeah. I know.
4 p.m.
Yeah. I'm lucky I did grad school first and then started comedy. So the friends that I've made are like forever. Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice.
I think about that too when I'm like, I'm grateful when I started when I did too, because that like I appreciate the memories and like the friends I have and all that from before that.
Yeah.
For sure. But
Yeah.
4 p.m. isn't that just?
It's wild.
It's really crazy to think
Yeah.
it'd be like hot out.
Yeah. I remember I would there was one at 3 p.m. and the guy who ran it would just be there to get drunk. And so he was getting drunk at the open mic. And so the sets were 7 minutes long, but now I
Wait.
realized it was so that he could go
Get more beer.
drinks.
Wait, where was that?
Otto's Shrunken Head. It was on 14th and Avenue A.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah, it was like a tiki bar and they had a back room.
I don't know if I did that 3 p.m. one.
Oh, I've done it. It is
Man.
very sad.
There was a
It's so
4
sad.
p.m. one on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was in Midtown. And I forget what the club was. It's not around anymore. It's a long time ago. And I remember doing it. And there was this girl who was like, she was like real, like she wanted to be like a editor or something. And I remember I had seen her at other open mics and we did that one and we were in line waiting for them to let us in. And I remember at one point she was like, we're really doing this, huh? And I was like, yep. And then she quit comedy. Like after that, she was like, this isn't for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was, I mean, I was like, it's like, this isn't for anybody. Doing a 3 p.m. open mic on Sunday in Times Square.
Yeah.
Like, that would be like going to the, like, that would not be, that is not.
Yeah.
That's like eating like a kale cookie and then being like, cookies aren't for me. It's like, no, you just had the worst, worst version of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I could do a show at 3 p.m., I would do a show at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, back then, you don't even think it's weird.
Right.
You're just like, this is what I got to do.
Right. And that's how I felt about drinking, actually. I wouldn't never think it was what I got to do, but I didn't think it was weird. I was just like, great.
Yeah.
Great.
This is what I do.
This is what I do.
Out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I black out and that just, whoop, did I get home? Do I have my wallet? Great.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
And when you're around people that age group, everyone is, like in college, everyone was drinking a lot that I was around.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. But people grow out of it and some people don't.
And some people don't.
And then they have to grow out.
And then they have to. And then that's the kicker.
Well, Emma, this was so fun.
Great to see you.
I mean, where can people find you? Plug anything you want.
I am EmmaWillman.com, Instagram and TikTok. I'm taking a break from doing the road this summer to like regroup, focus on some other stuff. But I am always on Instagram and TikTok for better or worse.
Yes.
And Facebook.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I dusted off Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is great.
Facebook's popping, actually.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Are you do the Facebook?
I do the Facebook.
Yeah.
I have the most success on Facebook.
Me too.
Yeah. Wild. I don't know what it is.
Blows my mind.
Boomers love me.
It's like, I'm surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun, though. Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Facebook followers. Thank you. All right. Emma Willman.
Thank you so
Follow her.
much.
I love her. I love you.
I love you.